Coming up on this episode of Outlook TV, the Toronto Court's Out-of-Town show.
Matthew Presidente's new album, Chosen Son.
Halloween at Woody's Bar, and much, much more.
Hello and welcome to Outlook TV. I'm Emily Ann Fraser.
And my name is T. We'd like to thank the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh Nations for the honor and privilege to film this episode of Outlook TV on their traditional unceded lands.
Outlook TV is the queer magazine news show that brings you the stories that matter the most from coast to coast.
And we're kicking the show off in Toronto. Andre's got the story with the Out-of-Town show from Toronto Court.
Hello everyone, salut tout le monde. Once again, the Imperial Court of Toronto is hosting its very entertaining out-of-town show. Let's check it out.
Yeah, it's kind of the traditional opening event for every coronation weekend, and just have fun.
The number I've chosen is Let's Get This Party Started, because this is the kickoff to Coronation 38.
And it is through these events that we collect the funds that we need to run the business that is running. The system runs on donations most of the time, and these type of events collect the money that is needed for that.
It's important for me to be here tonight to celebrate with the Imperial Court of Toronto, all of the fantastic work that they've been doing for their community over the past year.
It's important for me to be here tonight because I'm here to support the Toronto Court and gives me a chance to get away for a little while.
So I absolutely love the city of Toronto, and we have been coming here for the past 3 or 4 years. Toronto is actually how our organization got started in Ohio. We call them our mother court. I am performing tonight. I'm performing my very own song. It's called Sissy. It's on Spotify and iTunes, and it's a song I created when I was MPREX with an X last year for the DMS, and it's a song to help us raise money for charity. This is actually, yes, it is my first visit here to Toronto. I'm very excited to be here. I've never been to this court before, and I can't wait to see what they have in store for me.
The number I'm doing is Sound of Silence, and I picked it because it's a different song. It's the version that's not the Simon and Garfunkel version. It's actually by Jonathan Taylor, and it's one that means a lot to me, and I just love the way he does it. So.
It's important for me to be here tonight to support our community, to tell people what we do, to fundraise, to make money. I raised $9,700 in my first year of Queen Mum.
I will be performing tonight, and I will be performing the song that never ends from the musical Spamalot with my emperor, Kieran A. Keegan. We picked this song because it's funny, it's cute, and it's a great thing to put up a shtick.
Oh, it's so important to build this relationship with the Court of Toronto and support their charities and their membership and learn new ideas for fundraising at home.
And I'm also honoring this man beside me, my Canadian half-emperor, 52 of Vancouver.
One of the mean things that drag queens do to each other is make each other sing Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Then about 5-10 seconds into that song, he morphed it into my song, and I hear Morgan from off stage going, "Who said that? I'm gonna get you!" And I was like, ha ha!
I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for each and every one of you for coming and helping support the Imperial Court of Toronto.
Thank you for being with us. This is Andre Tardif in Toronto for Outlook TV.
Coming up next, David shows us some empowering Indigenous artists at the Transform Festival. Check it out.
The Transform Festival Cabaret is taking over the Vancouver Playhouse for 4 days of Indigenous Black and performers of color displaying their talent, their skill, and their innovation. We're going to talk with curator Corey Payette to find out why this festival is important and why we should not miss it.
Transform Festival is a festival that encourages collaboration between Indigenous and non-Indigenous artists. And so it looks to blend art forms between music, dance, theater, drag, and circus, and many more. The artists involved in the festival come from all across Canada. So we have artists here who have flown in from Alberta and across the country, and also who are local right here. So it's an opportunity for audiences to get a chance to meet some of the artists that they might not otherwise get a chance to see perform live. And this is the place where people get to do that. And a good example is, so our co-host for tonight, Canada's Drag Race Season 4 winner, Venus, she started here in Vancouver locally and was a part of Transform Festival in 2021 when we were doing it digitally. And now, after having this, meteoric rise, she's come back after being crowned winner and we were able to celebrate her as part of the festival tonight. All of them really are about creating a platform to have broader intercultural conversations. So everything that we do looks to find different places for artists and community to interact. And so everything that we've done has had some sort of, we have welcome ceremonies, we have feasts, we have so many different after parties and receptions to encourage audiences to not just come and see the show, but also to take that and have that be what inspires conversation to follow. So that's really the biggest thread of the festival. Transform Festival is important because now more than ever, we need spaces like this to be able to gather, to be able to share experiences, conversations, to build relationships between communities, to create the kind of social change that we need in the world. This festival is unlike any other across Turtle Island. It's one that really has an energy that is forward-looking, that is looking to build empathy, and that the best way to do that is by inspiring people through art. This festival has been a labor of love. It's been one that anytime people come to it, they feel an energy of Transform. They feel like it's something that they can look forward to, and it's really putting good medicine out into the world. It's finding a common ground to meet and experience these really exciting art forms that won't be seen anywhere else. Like when people come to see a show at Transform, this is something that can only happen here, and we're really proud of that. And so that's something that has been a calling card ever since the festival began.
So the Transform Festival is happening, and it's likely going to happen again. For Outlook TV, my name is David C. Jones.
We're going to have to take a little break now.
No, Emily, I do not need to put on any pants. This is how we dress for the winter in November.
Is it cold, T? I think it's cold outside.
Hi, this is Matthew Presidente. I'm a pianist, singer-songwriter from here in Vancouver, BC, and you're watching Outlook TV.
Welcome back. You're watching Outlook TV.
It's wintertime here in November, but Matthew Presidente has a new album out called Chosen Son.
We're at Neptune Records, an iconic venue in East Vancouver, where we're going to speak with Matthew Presidente about his upcoming album, Chosen Son. It's going to be released in January 2025, so let's go meet him and find out what it's all about.
So I have been working for 4 years, on this new album. I'm so excited about finally getting a chance to release it. It's coming out January 24th, 2025, and it's called Chosen Son. The themes revolve around queer empowerment, finding your own path, and survival as a queer person. I've always identified as a queer-themed artist, and what I mean by that is I like to incorporate my queer experience into my music. I think that's an important place to tell an honest story, or, you know, as honest as you're willing to be in your songs. These days when you're releasing a record, you kind of trickle out the singles. That sort of seems to be the way it's done. Rainbow Tree is the newest one. It's looking at my personal history, my family tree, and when I'm having a conversation with my ancestors as I'm getting older, looking where I come from, I realize it's more than just my family. It's the kind of collective roots of queer culture. So we're looking at the rainbow tree in this song. This summer we released The Rhythm. I consider it my pride anthem because this summer I performed it at pride gigs all across BC and even some in Alberta. And it's a very empowering song for me personally. It sort of sums up the themes of my new record, which are following your own path, finding your own direction, and doing things your way. And this song is talking about leaving a career I had for many years to pursue a lifelong passion of doing music full time. So it's a hustle, but you know, if you're gonna do it, you gotta go all in, and that's what this song is about. And it rocks. It's a great song. I always prefer a smaller, more intimate venue. I mean, doing big shows and festivals is a lot of fun, and I find in the summer we're doing a lot of that, especially with all the Pride events. However, when you get a small room where the audience is on your side, or at least you can win them over, there's some interaction, there's some give and take, and that's when you can really connect, make new fans, and people will really listen to your music. I decided to do the release concert at the Roxy, and we're very comfortable on that stage, so we're going to do quite a show there. I'm going to be bringing as many of the musicians who were involved in the record as possible. We're going to have some surprise hosts, some guest appearances, and we're going to do a show that really rocks. So I hope you'll all come down to the Roxy for that show. Chosen Sun, and that's S-U-N. You're finding your own path. You can find Chosen Sun on all streaming services January 24th, and go to my webpage, MatthewPresidente.com, or my Instagram @MattyPrez. We've got all the links for you there. It'll be easy to find.
For Outlook TV, this is Angus Pratt at Neptune Records in Vancouver.
Do you have a hard-on for Halloween? Do you want to celebrate your Woody? Well, Andre takes us over to a bar in Toronto. It's Halloween at Woody's.
Rock solid.
Greetings everyone, salut tout le monde. I visited Woody's on Church to experience the Halloween festivities and talk to some of the entertainers. Let's hear what they have to say and witness the attendees in their glorious costume.
Halloween on Church Street is so important to me because it's so many people's first time getting into the village. People who need to find a place where they belong, find it here. And the best way to do it is on Halloween. It's sensational. It's something everybody should experience. And where you get to be your most honest self and hide behind a little something or other if you're a little nervous being who you are for the first time.
I love this place more than other ones, and also here's where I met my boyfriend Omar.
This is the time where everyone gets to explore, have a really great time with celebrating the history of costume and makeup and just real fantasy. And I always think for people to, sometimes that's their gateway to finding themselves, is being able to have the safety of being able to just be whoever you want.
Hello, this is Georgia Girl. Happy Halloween, everybody, and don't forget, Thursday is Halloween, celebrated here at Woody's and Salem.
Halloween is one of my favorite times. It allows our community to come and be who they are. Maybe they're not always comfortable with who they are day to day. So this is a fun way to dress up and play around and explore.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
I picked Woody's tonight because it's one of the best spots to come to on Church Street, and it's an amazing part of the community.
One of my favorite memories of Halloween is waiting to go on like a 12-person show and all of the drag queens in costumes sleeping under a table at a bar, just sleeping under the table, waiting to get woken up to go on. That is one of my favorite Halloween memories.
But my most traumatic Halloween was here in the wonderful world of Woody's for the Queen of Halloween, where it was only after I got off stage and took one look at my costume and realized the whole thing was see-through, completely unbeknownst to me. Definitely not the horror I was expecting.
Double feature picture show.
Thank you all for being with us. This is André Tardif at Woody's on Church in Toronto for Outlook TV.
We have to take a little break now.
What were you for Halloween this year, T?
I was someone who was sunbathing in my shorts.
Oh, I think I have a Woody.
Welcome back. You're watching Outlook TV.
And Angus is making spirits bright over with the Vancouver Men's Chorus. Check it out.
A long-standing Vancouver holiday tradition, the Vancouver Men's Chorus is once again producing their holiday concert series, Making Spirits Bright. Let's go meet them and find out what's happening for 2024.
Making Spirits Bright is our holiday show. We do this every year. Like I said, we've been doing this, some form of Making Spirits Bright for the last 43 years. We like to say that it's one of the shows that kind of kicked off everybody's holiday season. It's really fun. We sing, we dance, and we do some fun numbers, and we do some really soul-searching, some really beautiful ballads, but we also do some really sometimes crazy, extravagant kind of production numbers.
Celebrate the season, haven't eaten all day. I'm a co-producer for the show, and so me and my co-partner Rainier, we are both working behind the scenes to help kind of put the show together, so really display the incredible music and art that we get to make here every Wednesday. So our theme is fire and ice, so all of our songs have some sort of theme, whether it's in the lyrics or whether it's in the mood that we want you to take away, or whether you're cozying up and listening to some great music.
Well, we're a nonprofit organization, and we have been around for 43 years. This is our 44th season, and we are the founding LGBTQ plus choir in Canada. We formed in 1981, and we have been singing since then.
I'm pretty new to Vancouver. I came here 2 years ago from the States, and I found the Vancouver Men's Chorus pretty soon after moving here, and it's just been a wonderful experience and a great group of people to have welcome me to this country. About 100 singers. Singers are from all around Vancouver and even out into some of the suburbs, and we have incredible people from all ages, all spectrum of the LGBTQIA plus community.
We are in two different associations. We in Gala, which is a North American-based choral association and festival, and then we're also in Unison, Canada, which is a Canada version of a LGBT choral association.
Incredible fun time making music every week, and we just want to be able to share it with everybody and hopefully invite us into their hearts, into their time in the holiday season. You to check us out at vancouvermenschorus.ca, where you can get multiple tickets, whether it's general admission. If you're a patron, you can get a patron ticket. And we also encourage people, we have a select few that are available in person downtown at the Scotiabank at Robson. And those tickets actually are matched by a donation by Scotiabank. So if you have the ability, please go check it out, Scotiabank or online.
For Outlook TV, this is Angus Pratt at the Vancouver Men's Chorus Rehearsal in Vancouver, and their concert series runs from December 5th through December 7th.
From saintly to scary, Andre's got our next story on Halloween on Church Street.
Greetings everyone, salut tout le monde. The goblins, gremlins, and of course the LGBTQ members were out in force on Halloween night on Church Street here in Toronto. Let's find out who was there.
Last night in the Church Wellesley Village, we had the most spectacular Halloween I've ever seen. I do not know how many people were here, but I would imagine up over 20,000. The street was festive, the weather was great, there was no violence at all, it was a totally safe space, and that's what the village likes to make sure we provide as a safe place. Halloween is a great time for us to show off our businesses. This is our time to show off. A lot of the businesses brought their shows to the street. We really believe that when the people have this great fun time, they're going to be back here partying every weekend and throughout the week too.
Happy Halloween!
It was a spectacular time. I think it was a good time for everybody in the village, the businesses in the village especially.
Halloween on Church is important to me as a business owner because we have so many new people coming to the village, celebrating with us, and we can unveil some special treats for them, limited time only.
141, let's fucking go! It's on!
This year's success, I think we can build on. We now know that the people want the street animated and they want to party and they want to dance. Next year, it will be better because we will have more entertainment on the street because that's what people want.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween! Shining.
Halloween!
So she's the elevator.
Okay.
On The Shining and all the blood.
What makes me happy is it was safe, it was a big party, and everybody had a great time.
Happy Halloween!
Thank you everyone for being with us. This is Andre Tardif on Church Street in Toronto for Outlook TV.
Well, that's all the time we have left for this episode of Outlook TV, but as always, we will be back.
And as we say goodbye to Halloween and say hello to winter, make sure you check us out on all our social media platforms, as well as consider volunteering with us.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Emily Ann Fraser.
And my name is T.
Stay fabulous, Canada.